welcome to the live stream that was delayed because YouTube's system for getting things up and running is just absolute trash. Give me a second to get things fixed on my end. Long story short, when you create a live stream on YouTube, there are things you can and cannot do if you want it to keep running, if you want it to keep functioning. If you click out of something, if you click into another application, YouTube will essentially end your live stream and recreate it in another area, which is very frustrating. Anyways, I won't bore you with the details of that. Welcome to the live stream, everybody. Sorry that you had to click in and out of it. I am getting back to it here. We have a whole bunch of stuff. Some of the stuff you guys have seen in unboxings. Some of it you've seen on Instagram, right? We also have my new knife to show off here. Let's move some of this stuff down so I can get this in frame. We have this new knife here that I'm going to reveal here momentarily. Let's see. Sorry, changing. What I'm doing right now is changing the link for my membership program. Actually, no, I'm not changing the link. I'm actually changing its location so you guys can find it. What is the membership program? In chats, nights, if you'd like to make yourselves known with the exclusive Excalibur emojis, you'll notice that there are people with knight helmets beside their names. Those are people who have joined the exclusive Knights of the Round membership program. You can find that link if you'd like to gain access to that program and the emojis and badges associated with it. You can find that in the top link in the description. Oh, good deal. Okay, I'm just now seeing the chat. I'm so sorry. Obviously, I was trying to fill that with dialogue while I got everything set up. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Corbin Stewart, what's up? Knife Eclectic, what's up? Joey Fant, what's up? Hello, everybody. Yeah, I got a new knife. Pretty excited about it. Some of you know what it is. If you are following me on Instagram, you already know what this knife is. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram because I show sneak peeks of stuff all the time. You can know what I'm interested in. The moment, actually, on my stories and some of the people who follow me can attest to this. I actually will give people heads up on stuff that's just about to drop on Instagram. A lot of people will get a little bit of and you can sign up for notifications with dealers, but some people miss that. So I give people a little bit of an extra notification on Instagram sometimes if I'm aware of something right then and there in the moment. Not that I don't do that in my own community tab here on YouTube as well, but if I can give you incentive, obviously I want you to follow me on Instagram. If I can give you extra incentive to follow me on Instagram, there it is. Hello, hello. Welcome, everybody. Whole bunch of cool stuff out here tonight. How's everybody doing? So far, oh, nope. We've already got a, this is what Gatorade sounds like. Already got one open here. All right. How's everybody's week been? How's everybody's weekend been so far? Oh, let me show this off real quick. Hold on. There's a knife I want to get out real quick. One you guys are well familiar with. So, I've been carrying the, if you guys watched my most carried knives video here recently, you guys know that I've been carrying this. This is available right now. You can find it down in the links in the description, DLT Trading. This is the 3/4 AR. Medford built, but Strider designed. This has reached what I consider to be the final stage of break-in. I want you guys to watch it, right? Anybody who's handled Medford, if you've handled a Medford, you know that this is going to be impressive, right? Here we go. Ready? Yeah, I can do the reverse flick with this guy now. This thing has become so unbelievably glassy smooth that it has achieved essentially Spyderco level reverse flicking. Oh my God. This is expensive. $600 knife. American built though. American made. S90V. It is so smooth. I am so, whoops, my hand got in the way. That actually, I am so satisfied with this knife. Oh my gosh. It is so aggressive and hulky and huge, but oh my gosh. The action is just beautiful. Very clunky, awkward. There are some quirks of that knife, right? But I love it. Recommendable, 100%. I'm going to grab one of those in DLT soon, bro. This thing is incredible. It is. Do not be put off by the tightness of that knife when you first get it. Let it break in. That took a few months, but it has achieved perfect action. And let me show this. Centering. Laser perfect centering. It has only gotten smoother. It's not come off center because it's loose. It's perfect. $600, Zachary. They're expensive, but they're worth it in my opinion. Titanium, S90V, and flawless fit and finish. Very bulky, sharp in certain areas. Not an ergonomic masterpiece, but it does slice. Aggressive hollow grind, very robust, very thick. If you like a big overbuilt knife, but you appreciate some of the qualities that you might find in a Chris Reeve, that's the knife for you. Yeah. Medfords in general will break in slowly, but Greg has talked about this. He said, let them break in. They are designed that way. They are designed to be tight and break in smooth and still remain tight and solid. And it has done exactly that. It has done to a T exactly what he described. It just kept getting smoother and smoother and smoother. And I just left it alone. I didn't oil it. I didn't mess with it. Just fantastic. How many of you guys picked up the DLT Trading exclusive Eclipse in Swedge Spear and M390? My goodness, is that good looking. I got to be honest with you guys. I was not super pumped. Listen, I used to own a DLT exclusive Swedge Spear XM18 3.5 inch. You guys remember a long time ago, old video. It was black stonewash DLC, believe it or not, and I put green hardware on it. I liked it, but it just didn't, the weight felt off because I was used to the heavier blades, which is ironic because the Swedge Spear actually created better balance in the XM18, but I wanted the heavier blade shape, so I ended up selling it. On the Eclipse, oh my goodness, the lines on the back are straighter, and I think it, I'm going to get poetic and nonsensical here. I think that the lines of the Eclipse better accentuate the deep swedge. That is it looks like a pocket sword. It looks like a folding sword, and it looks awesome. Oh, man. You guys who picked that thing up, congratulations. I would have bought it if it was within the budget, but it wasn't. Congratulations. And there are still some available. If you are like, what the heck are you talking about right now, Complex? Use the link in the description, DLT Trading. Go to Hinderer Eclipse and check it out. You can still pick it up. Highly recommendable. I've reviewed the Eclipse. It's wonderful. The deep swedge is a fantastic looking blade shape, and you'll get all the quality that you would expect from a full-size Hinderer or any Hinderer knife, honestly. Let's see here. It's been an expensive week for Arius and Norseman. Yeah. Let's see. So I got the best combo. Better luck next time, boys. Bryce, what did you get? What's your combo? Bryce is the gentleman who sold me the 0392 that I am very happy with. The 0392 having exactly the same lines as the Eclipse. I love it. Excuse me one sec. Let's get these knives out. We're over 100, so I'll reveal the new knife in a second. I know you guys, I know a lot of you already know what it is. Of course, the beautiful 8020. Stop flexing on us, MC. We know you have that. Sorry, I have to bring it out for every live stream. The wonderful and extremely recommendable brand new Mini Adamas from Benchmade in CPM Crewwear. The honestly pretty impressive. I mean, I'm not a bug out person, but this is nice. God, it's nice. The what is this? Is it the 535-3? I can't remember what the freaking code is. S90V in carbon fiber bug out. You can get that right now. The wonderful, is it available yet? I'm not really sure, but if it is, get it. If it's not, definitely be ready for it. The new ProTech Rockeye and S35VN, the very best side opening automatic knife in existence, in my opinion. The super tasty, super crispy CKF Rotten Evolution 2.0. Oh my God. A lot of people were like, is that Strider inspired? No, but I get why people might think that. Yeah, this is a freaking beauty. Absolutely. Wish it was available. I wish I could tell you guys that it was available. Let's move these guys down here real quick. I'm sure you guys have questions and comments. I'm not looking at the comments at the moment. I will here in a sec. The contender against, and I'm about to, you guys will see the unboxing soon. The Civivi Badlands Vagabond, which is essentially, did I not get the Ortis out? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Oops. Oh, by the way, those of you who have been calling to bring back the black carbon fiber background, your calls have been answered. This is the dark gray. I am changing it back to black. Anyways, Civivi Badlands Vagabond is exactly the same size as the Ortis, except it does not have the slot. It has the thumb stud, and instead of a clip point, it is a drop point. This is a contender against the ultimate budget knife. Now, this one's in Damascus, but you can find them the same price range as the Ortis. I'm not sure which one I like better. I think this is calling for a serious battle video because these are excellent. Oh my God, guys. Budget knife supreme. These are great. Honestly, I'm at the point where I kind of want this version to not have a flipper tab. I'm kind of thinking, why did they do the flipper tab on it? But I go back and forth. I'm like, maybe it is kind of, because here's the thing. The thumb stud, reverse flick, no problem. Thumb flick, no problem. It's in exactly the right place, right? I'm kind of wanting it to be distinguished, right? So anyways, Vagabond, it's up for ultimate budget knife on this channel. So there's the, I'll put that in. Cold, come up here. Sorry. Cold Steel. 80-15 light. Thinkos 10A is kind of an underrated steel, honestly, from after all the reading I've done. This thing, I'm not a microknife fan, but I got to be honest with you guys. By the way, if it sounds like I'm being excessively positive with all this stuff, I only lay out stuff in live streams that I'm really into. The McBee is probably the coolest microknife in existence. This is nice. It has the same high quality finish that you might find on the Python from Spyderco, that you might find on the Sleesh Bowie. The titanium is nice. There's no lock stick. It's actually exceptionally easy to manipulate and flick despite being super tiny. And it also has a super functional blade shape. Now, this is still expensive for a tiny knife, and I can understand it's like, that's a lot of money for an object that is small, and we have to relate size to value for some reason. I would say for those of you who can give a little bit of extra notice to a microknife and kind of ignore that, well, not totally ignore the price, but if you can kind of get around it, if you need a backup knife or really small office EDC, this is super cool. It's super cool. This is CTS. Is it CTS XHP? Hang on. Yeah, XHP. This is cool. Not everybody needs a microknife. Polar opposite. Holy, but lasagna. This is a Cold Steel Voyager. Is this the, somebody help me out, is this the XL? Pocket sword. Is this the light? I'm not super familiar with this right now. I can't tell. I don't know if it's the light, if it's the XL, if it's a normal size. It's huge. It's obviously very durable. It's super cool. I don't need this, but it's cool. Okay, here's the blade because I can't fit the whole thing on screen. The Spyderco Mantra, which is a flipper, Mantra 3, I guess. Is it the Mantra 3? I can't remember. Mantra 3 flipper and compression lock combination. A better combination, a better workout of those two mechanisms than the amalgam. We'll talk about that more when I review it. And of course, XM24 Super Beast mode with the tie scale. Okay, let's get back to the comments. Oh crap, there's almost 200 people in here. Should I reveal the type 1 if you want me to reveal the knife that my new knife. There's type 1. Obviously, like, who's gonna not? Again, all I'm doing, it's like my ego. Tell me what you guys want to see, even though I know what it is already. Any complaints about the 535-3? Basically just that it's super light and it feels like a delicate knife still, but the carbon fiber feels better than the Grivery for sure. Everything else, perfect. Benchmade's fit and finish, excellent. Okay, obviously we want to see this, so A lot of you guys saw this on Instagram. Yeah, I made a notification. I created a community post and story about the return of the Redemption 229 to DLT, and they're popping up on other retailers. Check the chat right now. Chat, I forget. Please inform everybody else of where these are dropping right now. Oh my God, I had to include one of these. This is so right up my alley. Mega Beast Mode, super thick, same dimensionally, the same as a Hinderer XM18, 3.5 inch. The thickness is like 165 thousandths on the blade stock. Same thickness of titanium. This guy is unmilled, so it's heavy, 6.5 ounces. Some people aren't going to like that. I do. Riot built. M390 in titanium. The quality and fit and finish is off the charts for $350. Yeah, it's kind of sharp on the corner. Truthfully, there's a little bit of a double clutch area, which has never really been a deal breaker, but it is a little bit annoying. But my God, cool factor is off the charts with this guy, and it does have the signature clip. Now, I do want to point this out to people who are curious, because there's a lot of information flying around about the clip and versions of this knife that are going to come out with a different clip, right? As of right now, the stuff that is dropping at different retailers. If you are a fan of the skull clip, go ahead. That's the version that's dropping. There's another wave in the future that's coming, and I will try to help notify you guys as this variant comes out. There's another version that will drop with 2 clips here in the very near future. One of the clips is the traditional skull clip, and the other version is apparently, this is information I've got from the community, the plain clip, which does not have a skull. Will the clips be available for standalone? As far as I understand, the standalone, if there are going to be standalone clips, they will not fit this version of the knife because the holes are drilled differently, I guess. Again, this is not confirmed. This is information that I've heard backed up by multiple comments in the community. You'll have to buy the newer version of it. If you're seeking this knife, if you're looking at it thinking that looks good, I just hate the clip, just wait. Apparently a version of it's coming out. You'll get 2 different clips. So there you go. Wow, 204 people in here. Fantastic, guys. Thank you so much. We are drawing ever closer to 50,000. What's your guys' guess on which knife, if you guys know what I'm talking about, I'm going to be buying a knife, $500 or less, that you guys are all going to be voting on. I should have included, oh my gosh, I should include that. Sorry, one second. Let's include that here. So that people who are not aware can go and check that out. Let me go back. I'm just scrolling back through my... So anyways, I'm going to be giving away a knife at $500 or less. And I promise, if you're asking questions, you're like, why isn't he answering? I'll be taking a look at a live chat here in just a sec. But the community is going to vote on this stuff, or on this knife. You're all going to collectively vote. And whichever knife at $500 or less, whether it is available or not, I will hunt it down and buy it, and one lucky person, will actually win this knife. Here, I found let me just copy this link real quick, and then we'll put it in the live stream so you guys can check it out. Hang on, the link will be available here in just 1 second. But I'm excited about this, and I'm going to ask you guys here in a second which knife you think is in the lead, and then I'm going to pay attention to the chat so I can actually react to it. Let's remove something because my descriptions are absolutely clogged. Okay, so here we go. The link should actually be in the description now, so you guys can go check that out. It is let me open it up. I think it's the first or second link is the video. Sorry, looking at it. Hit that thumbs up, guys. Cheddar cheese. Okay, you guys are just talking nonsense. 50K GAW. Okay, so the link in the description where you guys can check out that video, and essentially what's happening is the second link, and it is listed as 50K giveaway. Like I said, what's happening is that you guys as a community are going to pick which knife you'd like me to give away. I'm interested to see, and I know the current standings, what's being voted on right now, but I'd like to hear what you guys think is probably in the lead. We're just shy of 4,000 away. Now, Sergeant, 80-20. XM18, good guesses. 80-20 or XM18, 80-20 versus Cinder. There's close to 1,000 comments on that video right now. Can't not be the 80-20. Undumzan. Yeah, you guys all have good guesses. So right now it looks like, and I did find somebody did actually give me a program to let me sort through those comments, because as you can imagine, sorting through 1,000 comments is going to be a little difficult. Right now, the ones that are in the lead are definitely the 80-20, followed closely by the XM18, and then immediately below that is a bunch of Chris Reeve knives. So those are the ones that are in the lead right now. But I am going to be doing another video to let everybody, be aware of this. And eventually I'll be doing a poll of the true top 5, and we will get to the bottom of this. I will absolutely acquire the knife that you guys pick ultimately, and we will do a giveaway on that. Okay. 217 people in here. Thank you guys so much for joining my live stream tonight. Let's talk about knives, or whatever you guys want to talk about. I am now finally paying attention to the chat. So it's not that I'm not paying attention to the chat. I was just doing a bunch of crap. So let's talk. What's my oldest knife? Would you like to see it? Let me find it here. Uh-oh. I sure hope I know where it is. There it is. My first pocket knife ever is this knife right here. The knife my dad gave to me and then took away and then gave back. The knife that I was throwing into a refrigerator box is actually 3 blades here. I've had this knife since I was 9 years old. Well, 2 years, 9 to 11, I didn't have it. But ever since 11, I've had it. Camillus something. It says Camillus, New York. So that's what this is. This was my very first pocket knife, and it is missing the scale on this side. I know where the scale is. It's back at in my hometown in Larned, Kansas. That's where I grew up. It's in a desk that's right beside my bed in my original bedroom, and I need to get that scale back and have it fixed back into place here. But yeah, this is my first pocket knife. So there you go. What's my kitchen knife? Honestly, it's just like a regular. It's just like a cheapie from Walmart. I should definitely pick up a better knife. Who's in here from Scotland? Oh, Mr. H. Hey, what time is it in Scotland? My wife and I are gonna be vacationing there. Actually, here. Oh, probably after summer. I think we're gonna go to Scotland. So, it's 2:25 a.m. Well, yeah, we'll be there. That's our number one. That was our number one destination in the world to visit. From what I've seen, it is one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen on the planet. I don't know anything else other than how it looks. I mean, I'm just judging by the pictures I've seen, but holy crap, absolutely beautiful. That's where we want to go. So we'll be there. Later in the year. It's very green. Oh my goodness. I thought I knew what green was. No, I don't. I don't. At least if the pictures are doing Scotland justice. Oh my goodness. Let's see. I've heard the knife flaws are unfortunate. The Chavez is the new knife. The Chavez 229 is the new knife added to the collection. And I think that's a keeper, guys. I think it's going to, sometimes it's hard to say when you acquire a new knife and you're kind of in that, honeymoon phase. You're like, oh, I love it. But, that grind, look at this. And the action. Oh, God. Wonderful. Just big, tanky, meaty, robust. A 1/4 inch longer than the 228 Mid-Tech I used to own, which I paid $500 for and is honestly not as high quality as that guy, made by Ria. What's the knife to the left of the Civivi? Thanks, Glock Shooter, for the donation. And also Introverted 2A, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, all hail. Raise your swords for Introverted 2A. Oh, this is this guy. This is the CKF or Custom Knife Factory Rotten Evolution 2.0. Very expensive, very hard to get, very cool. If I could buy that knife right now, I would. That was sent by a viewer. We have another donation I missed. Tristan Murphy, while you're there, you need some try some Ardbeg? What is it? What's Ardbeg? Thanks for the donation, Tristan. Katie Haskins. Hey, MC, it's my birthday Wednesday. Knights, let's raise swords for Katie Haskins. Happy birthday. Include swords and happy birthday to Katie Haskins. That's cool. I asked for a CRK Unums on. Did I make a good decision? Yeah, you did. The Unums on is not only what I would consider to be the very best Chris Reeve knife of all time. I think the Unumzon deserves a spot on anybody's top 10 list for the greatest folding knives that have ever existed. Yes, you did fantastic. Happy birthday, Katie. Any word on when the Rockout will be available? Very soon. It has to be. It has to be very, very soon. The moment I know, I will put a link up. Community post, Instagram story. If you're not following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. I'll let you guys know when cool knives come out. I try to do that. But don't you do it because you make money on the links? Yeah, of course I do. But I also like informing people. That's a win-win. That's why I set it up that way. I always try to let people know. I'm not paid. I'm not like, it's not sponsorship payment. Nobody's sponsoring me. I work for myself. I do what I want. I review what I want. I say what I want. That's why I make money on affiliate links and not through sponsorships, right? So if I create links and let you guys know when stuff is coming out and I make money on it, great for me. But it's also great for you guys because you get to find out when cool stuff's coming out if you didn't know that it was coming out. So I'm making myself feel good. But yeah, that's definitely how that works. Oh, Bryce, somebody's making me. Oh, there's a guy. Somebody made me a metal, like a plate. It's made and it's being mailed. Somebody actually put my Instagram on a metal plate. And so they were fed up with me putting that on a card. So somebody made me a more professional plate for that. I thought that was funny. Let's see here. Knife Sergeant does have cool stuff for sure. Let's see. No, the Mantra definitely does have the flipper. That's not a flipper delete. That's stock. It's just not an obtrusive flipper in the open position. But yeah, stock flipper, definitely. Got to light switch that bad boy, otherwise you're cramming into the compression lock. When the Civivi element and button lock is going to come out, I don't know, but it sure looks cool. Is there a means of deployment other than the button? Is it essentially a modified gravity knife? Is there a flipper tab? I don't understand. I can't tell. Metal Complex OnlyFans coming next month. Oh, God. Yeah, the internet is just begging for that, right? The knife community is just begging for that. Oh, God. No, I'm not going to curse anybody with that. That would be terrible. Just a button. That's weird. I got to be honest. That's weird. I don't know what to think about that. A Therapeutic Edge, what's up? Please subscribe to A Therapeutic Edge. Please go subscribe to A Therapeutic Edge. Wonderful. And Women Carry Knives in here too. Subscribe to them both. Please. Please do that. Please take the time to subscribe to A Therapeutic Edge and Women Carry Knives. They are wonderful people. They provide wonderful content. And they are consistently here. I see them in the comment section. I see them in live streams. Really, really, really like you guys. Seriously, thumbs up. I don't want to make it sound like, just like it's some kind of default, like, obligatory thing. No. I like your content. I do. And oh my gosh, I've known them for since the beginning of this channel. I've known them for so long. It's cool. I'm honestly, I really like when I finally do make a blade show. I hope you guys too, because I'd like to meet you guys. Let's see here. AMC, curious if your RSK thumb studs are a little sharp. RSK? What's RSK? Am I just being stupid? I'm sorry. I'll try to look for your response. How about the new ProTech Rockeye operator? I know. Oh, have you seen the picture? Oh my God. Go to Les George's Instagram. LESGEORG. Go to his Instagram and check out the picture of the Rockeye Auto operator. My God. Oh my goodness. Is that good looking or what? Holy crap. I kind of want to message ProTech and be like, dude, why didn't you guys offer that one to me? Super cool. I might pick that one up on anyway. Tristan Murphy, thanks for that donation. 100% a gravity knife. Gonna be super illegal in some state. Yeah, that's weird. It would have been way cooler, I think, or it would have been way more appealing had they added a thumb stud or a flipper tab to it. But who knows? I'm not gonna judge it till I handle it. I mean, it's the Elementum, guys. It's an alternate version of the Elementum. They know that it's gonna sell. And it's gonna sell because we're talking about it. Is it weird? Is it cool? Is it not cool? Is it convenient? Is it not convenient? I don't know. I like it. Do you like it? No, I don't like it. I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. We're talking about it. There's attention on it, right? It's going to be a popular knife. I will check it out. When is Blade Show West? I'm not sure. If I'm going to go to one, that's going to be the one that I'm going to go to. Minnesota, support your local knife channel because I say it. Button locks close. It's in October. Blade Show West. Okay. Maurice Clemens. I'm my own father. Okay. I wish you, Maurice Clemens, I wish you luck in your journey. That's about as much of a response as I can muster to that very confusing statement. Okay. How are the ergos on the Chavez? So, be dead honest about the Chavez. Here's the thing. You guys know what happens when somebody acquires a new expensive knife, right? It's always questionable, right? They bought it for themselves. So they're more apt to saying nice things. Let me lay out I'm gonna do a video on this, but let me lay out my biases here. I like thick titanium knives. I like aggressive looking knives. It's appealing to me. That does not stop me from pointing out the flaws, even if I bought this thing for myself. Do I love it? Yes. Does it have flaws? Definitely. It will cut. It is thin behind the edge. The blade is done very, very well, and the grind lines look fantastic. It is easy to deploy, but I can't help but think that the thumb studs could have been in slightly a better position, perhaps a little bit higher. But it will work, and you can definitely do the reverse flick. Absolutely. There is definitely an area that I would consider to be a double clutch, because this area right here that could have been a flipper tab and honestly could have dropped to your thumb in this exact position actually slides past it or catches a nub. And that area is where the detent ball is just barely touching the face of the tang. This is textbook double clutch. So you can technically get your thumb in exactly this position, slide that little nub past your thumb, and the corner of the blade can come down on your fingernail, which is technically a safe spot, but it is a little bit uncomfortable with that sharpened blade coming down on your fingernail, so I'm going to call that a double clutch. This area down here is a little sharp. This area down here is a little bit sharp. The jimping is a little bit sharp. Do I think that that's a flaw? No, it was obviously an intentional design element. This is a quirky knife. It's not going to be perfect for everybody. Is it made well? Yes. Does it have a good price? Yes. Am I satisfied with it? Yes. Nitpicks that I can apply here are not enough for me to not recommend this knife. I'm honestly kind of shocked that they only want $350 for this thing. I think this knife probably would have sold easily at $400. But I'm glad that it's $350. I think that's an excellent price. That's dead honesty. That is exactly what I think about that knife. I own it. I paid for it. I'm recognizing the flaws. Bryce Parker, I think I agree with you there. Drop shut doesn't belong on non-flippers. I agree. I actually, specifically on non-flippers, prefer an action that is smooth but controlled and a little slower. Especially on something like that that has a nub that will catch your finger and create a double clutch. It should be a little bit slower. I'm still happy with it. That's Bryce, I got to say something. Honestly, a lot of your comments are really insightful. And it's not the Gatorade talking. I've noticed that. Actually, a lot of your comments are super duper insightful, and I actually agree with a lot of it. Have you ever considered starting a YouTube channel, friend? I would watch your content. Bryce, I think you know what you're talking about. Not saying that I know what I'm talking about and that I'm electing you based on, I'm just saying, like, I agree with a lot of what you say, and there's a lot of people in here. I agree with a lot of what you say, but oh my gosh, consistently, Bryce, I read your comments and I agree with you. Stasa23, what's up? Thanks for the donation. Subscribe to Stasa23. Me need the rotten design knife. Yes, you do. I think everybody does. Let's see here. Smoothest thing you've handled. Go. Smoothest thing I've handled. It's a toss-up between these are 3 different types of smoothness. But Shirogorov multi-row bearings, definitely. Specifically the Quantum. I'm going to feel like an idiot if that doesn't have multi-row bearings or MRBS. I'm pretty sure it does. Herman knives, which is absolutely a dark horse. Holy crap. Herman knives came out of nowhere. And then definitely your Sharp by Design custom, your Brian Nadeau customs. Yeah. There's nothing that quite feels exactly like a true Brian Nadeau custom. That's in a different universe. I'm not saying it's necessary. I mean, like, people are going to have different opinions based on preferences, but I think most people would agree if you pick up a Brian Nadeau, it doesn't feel like it's abiding by our current laws of physics. It feels like it's from another dimension. It's very, very weird. Absolutely. Why are there so many people in here? Dude, holy crap. Thank you, guys. Was it the thumbnail? You guys just like to see me holding a box? Thank you. 250 people in here. This is cool. Why are there only 121 likes? Why are you guys slacking? Come on, like the live stream. Like it. Let's see. Kiefer, thanks for the donation. The Dolica is the best knife you've ever owned. Changed my mind. I can't. He's right. It's the best knife I've ever owned. Where is that? It's got a new special spot. Oh no. Oh no. Am I not going to be? I know. I put it in a special spot and now I don't know where it is. I have new shelves. And I put it in a place where I thought that I would never forget. Oh crap. Kiefer, I'm sorry. Hang on. 1 sec. I'm checking another. I have another display case because I'm running out of room for knives. Nope. I'll find it, Kiefer. I'm sorry. It used to have a spot right above the table. Special trash can. No, I will keep that. That is a permanent channel relic. I will forever keep the Dolica. I promise it is still here. I'm sorry. I never said how the ergos were on the Chavez. All I did was just feed you guys a bunch of pretentious BS. So, in the position that you are supposed to hold the Chavez, it's good. Choked up? Nah, there's not enough room in this forward choil. It's like, commit to a full forward choil or just make it a sharpening choil. This is a freaking halvesy. This is some halvesy BS here. No, you can't safely put your finger up here. I don't know what this is. Choked back, or if you're squeezing really hard or in an awkward position, you're going to feel these areas right here. The pocket clip is good, though. It does feel like a grip. It does feel like a brick, but it is a nicely knocked down brick. It is comfortable. In some cutting situations, you might find it a little bit, not abrasive, just uncomfortable, right? But, I mean, yeah, in the standard position, it's really good. Would full contouring have helped it? Yeah, because it's a meaty beast. But I'd give it a B on ergonomics. It's pretty good. I don't feel super confined. Kiefer, he said, he gave me $2 and said, unsub, no like, goodbye. I love you, Kiefer. I'll always love you. Keith Luster, thanks for the donation. Donating because you told me about the Mini Freak. Hey, that's cool. Yeah, did you guys see that? The Mini Freak on the video today. I thought might be another M4 variant. Was it S90V for 210? 215? Not bad for Benchmade, honestly. I thought the Mini Freak was pretty cool. Tipman 24. Pretentious BS is why I'm here. I feel like everybody is capable of being pretentious as long as you call yourself out on it, you know, and don't go overboard with it. I mean, I'm not saying it's okay. It's just like, be aware. And I'm not sitting here saying I do the best job of being aware when I'm being pretentious and that gives me a free pass. No. But I'm glad you guys enjoy it. Chris Emmett, thanks for the donation. Hey, MC, digging my Spyderco McBee. You posted a day after I got mine. Also a top Saw 2 fixed blade. Nice EDC fixture. Cool. Thanks, man. The Juicer, thanks for the donation. Just my weekly donation. Thanks, man. The Juicer's always like so consistent with. That's really nice. I appreciate that. I appreciate everybody who donates, but the Juicer, you are very consistent. Thank you very much. Sincerely. Thanks. He says, keep going strong, bro. For real, thank you. Oh, cool. Thanks, man. That was a friggin' wholesome. That was a whole grain comment. God dang, I feel so nutrated. That's really nice. Thank you. Scott Shrever, is this video in black and white? The only indication that there's any color out here is the side of the, if I didn't have this box, the only indication that there's any color is on the bug out. That's a funny observation. That's awesome. Let's see. Therapeutic edge. At some point, you become an actual expert. Then it isn't pretentious. It's educational. I think my fantasy version of myself is that, and it's locked away in the back of my mind. But I also am okay with the logic of never being a true professional. I can legitimately see, let's say best case scenario, this channel lasts for 10 years. And on my last day, my last upload, the vast majority of the community says, MC was entertaining. We subscribed to him because he talked a lot. He laughed a lot. He cracked a lot of jokes. He handled a lot of knives. And, you know, we were pretty comfortable with his insight most of the time. But that wasn't really the main reason we watched him. I don't consider him a true professional, but I enjoyed the 10 years being here. That would just melt my heart, and I would be perfectly happy with that. I've had a few Gatorades. I'm legitimately envisioning the end right now and wondering out loud, would I be okay with that? And I think the answer is yes. I'm perfectly okay with nobody actually considering me a professional on anything. Because right now, that's actually how I consider myself. I don't think that I really know enough to be a professional in any aspect of this. I just really enjoy talking about it and giving you guys my impressions, right? Even if they're totally nonsensical. The Juicer, thanks for the donation. He says, here's the 10 more years. Thank you. Thank you very much. I love Knife says, where's the 0562 tie? I've had that thing in my shopping cart for probably a year. Eventually, I will pick one up as a permanent part of the channel, but I keep finding new things to buy. Right now, you can blame the lack of an 0562 tie on this guy, because that's where the monthly budget went to. Thanks, Joey Fan. That's nice. I'm glad, and I try to mention that enough, because I think new people come to the channel and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy thinks way too highly of himself." I give off that impression, and it's not intentional. I want people to know, like, I'm just a guy who likes knives. I'm just a guy who's obsessive about knives. I'm no different than the people who watch my channel, right? Any of us could sit down in a room and talk about knives on the exact same level. There's nothing special. In fact, I truly believe anybody with a cell phone could do exactly what I do, right? And that sounds like he's just trying to downplay himself to sound cool. No, I believe that. Literally anybody with a cell phone can do exactly what I'm doing. If they have enough knives laid out and they've got enough knives coming in, anybody can do this. Definitely. If you want to start a YouTube channel, start a YouTube channel. Definitely. I think there's enough people out there with incredible insight, as is evidenced by my comment section, that there are potentially some great YouTube channels to come in the future surrounding the knife world. MC is a jerk. The only talent I have is nonstop talking. That's not a gift. It's just a guy who doesn't stop talking. Let's see. If you had to carry one for a week, McBee or Voyager XL. Oh God, I can't. I mean, I would feel a lot cooler with the Voyager in my pocket, but I'd honestly, I mean, the McBee would be a more reasonable carry, and I'd probably be happier with it. Joey Fant, thanks for the donation. You're a go-to knife guy for a reason. Cheers, brother, and to many more. Thank you. Man, you guys, positive vibes. Thank you for the warm fuzzies. That makes me feel good. Thank you. Mark Mold, definitely a car salesman. Definitely. That's not a bad. If you've ever thought to yourself, I wonder what it would like to be. I wonder what it would be like to be a car salesman. I wonder if there are enemy. Why can't I talk? I wonder if there are any prerequisites. No, you can pretty much just walk into a dealership and fill out an application. You don't need anything special as long as you're interested in cars. And honestly, my experience as a car salesman was very positive. It's really fun. If you like to talk to people and you're really interested in the automotive industry, you can do it. You got to be dedicated. You got to be a go-getter. You got to be willing to chase people down and throw on a positive face. But honestly, being a car salesman, other than what I do right now, that was the funnest job I've ever had. And you can make a lot of money. It's pretty cool. Scott Schriefer, thanks for that donation. Very much appreciate that. Let's see. How's the 8015 Lite compared to the OG? Honestly, it feels exactly the same because it's not G10, but because of how overbuilt it is, it feels exactly the same. I've been reading up on OS 10A. I think I've done that steel dirty. I think OS 10A is substantially better and substantially more well-rounded than I've given it credit for. I've heard that it's had a little bit of corrosion issues, which out here in the Midwest is not a problem. Obviously, I use Maximate, which is nowhere near the same in terms of stainless qualities, and I've had no issues with it. Seriously, I think OS 10A, which is the annealed version of OS 10, and I'm still trying to understand the science behind that. From what I understand, OS 10A is a substantially better steel all the way around than what I'm giving it credit for. So, I mean what I say in the review when you guys finally see it. Spoiler alert, I think the 8015 Lite's a little overpriced. Will it perform well? Yes. Yes, it will. In fact, I think it will perform better than almost anything in its price tier because of what it is. Andrew Demko is kind of a shining golden god right now. I mean, let's be honest. If you're buying a Demko, you're buying a knife that's incredibly capable and incredibly well built, whether it's a collaboration or a true Andrew Demko. The guy's kind of... I mean, are you with me here? Andrew Demko and John Demko, they're kind of invincible right now. They're pretty straightforward and honest. They make good products. They make high-quality products. They make durable products. They know how to grind blades well. They know how to work with companies who can do good heat treats. They make good ergonomic designs, good blade geometries for what they're supposed to be able to accomplish. The Demkos are the Demkos are pretty important people right now. Zaus, is that how you pronounce your name? Thanks for the donation. If you think I could do what you do with just knives and a cell phone, you've underestimated my complete, utterly black hole-esque void of a personality. Oh, I got to tell you. So I mean, like, as is the case with every person interacting with any other human being on the planet, there are always going to be people out there who find you completely and totally intolerable. And that's definitely the case with me. If you don't believe me, go to Blade Forums and type in Metal Complex. There are definitely people who don't like me, and that's fine, right? Don't. I mean, if that's funny, but like, if you really do think like that, you don't have a good personality, YouTube will allow you to attract people who think like you. So while I am very appreciative, I mean, I know that the people who come here to subscribe to me think like me, or maybe they talk like me, maybe they just, for whatever reason, they vibe with me. And that is the case. If you create a YouTube channel, the people that subscribe and come back and watch your content are going to think like you, right? There are literally billions of different personalities out there. And I feel fortunate that there's a platform that allows me to connect with people who have the same type of personality, or at least are accepting of my personality and my thought process. So yeah, roll the dice, make a channel. If you want to do it, you think it looks fun, no reason not to. It's cool. It's fun. If you're really into it, don't do it for money. Don't do it for money. Do it because you care. 100%. That sounds really cheesy, but I mean that. Do it because you care. Bryce says you're too mainstream. Oh yeah, mainstream. I went Hollywood. Sorry. No. Nope. I am very grateful for the growth of the channel, though. I don't mean to downplay that. That's thank you. I mean, I can't do this without the people who subscribe and watch. So I literally bought a knife after your review saying it was free. If you could only own one knife currently on the table, what should it be? Narrow it down to these two, and I can't say it outside of that. That's hard because I got a love for this guy. I think the 80-20 is a better knife, but I got a supreme love for this guy. That's essentially my infatuation with the full tie XM24 has spanned 8 years. So I can't give you a complete answer, but it's these two. You got to give me two. My last month's AdSense almost paid for testing materials. Yeah, AdSense is garbage. I mean, so here's the thing. If you guys get on Google and you're like, how much do YouTubers make for this many subscribers? You're never going to get a clear answer. Every channel's different. AdSense, I mean, like, you're not paid by subscribers. I could have 1 million subscribers, but if my channel doesn't get a lot of views, you're not going to get paid a lot of money, right? You get paid on how much people watch, how often they watch, right? How interactive people are with your content. Having more subscribers helps get that information out to people, but you're never going to get a clear answer. Don't do it for money. Every single channel is different, and how they monetize is different. You can't compare any one channel to another channel. It just doesn't work like that, and that's all the more reason to not do it for money. It does change month to month, 100%. I just got a Paragon Warlock, and I love it. Guys, hang on one sec. Hang on one sec. Be right back. Right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. You hear a bump in the house and you're the only one here. So my wife is out with some work colleagues. And she'll be back here in just probably about 10 minutes. But you hear a bump in the house and you're alone with your kids, you have to check on it. That's just how it works. Turns out my son was kicking his headboard, which is something that little kids do. I'm not sure why. Okay. So what's the new knife? It's the Chavez 229. I bought this from DLT. Put links up. I was surprised to see it drop. There was no notification whatsoever from anywhere. Sorry, I just ran up and down the stairs and I'm out of shape. So I know some people, I think, assume that I'm like the embodiment of fitness. No, no. There are definitely seasons where I'm in and out of shape. Right now, I'm out of shape. This dropped at random, and I just happened to notice that it was available at DLT. So I bought one and then notified everybody. Sorry that I put myself in front of you guys, but I did try to notify everybody. And by the way, the Liberation, I think, is still available. So if you want to get your hands on a Riot made Chavez, the Liberation is still available. Want to see the clip? There it is. I hate the clip. I love the clip. I hate the clip. I love the clip. This is a permanent part of knife history, guys. We will never, ever forget the Chavez clip, whether you love it or hate it. I mean, whether it was an intentional marketing move or not, which I don't think it was. I think it was literally Ramon Chavez going, whatever, that's the clip I want to make. We will never forget this. This is the marker. This is the mark of the Chavez knife group. People know what this clip looks like. Honestly, I like it. That's my official. Not that anybody's waiting. Oh, what does Metal Complex think of the clip? Oh, I don't know what to do until I hear what he said. No, I'm not saying that. But I mean, officially, if you're wondering, does he like the clip or not? I like the clip. I think it's cool. It could be worse. Honestly, it's pretty comfortable. It doesn't create a hotspot because it's so long and flat and rounded off. It's actually pretty. It works with the hand, right? It's not the clip that creates a little bit of ergonomic problems. It's basically some of the sharp corners, but they're not really that bad. The knife is kind of an aggressive shape, but it could be worse. I have definitely handled. I mean, if you guys want to know, I love my 3/4 AR. I love it, but it's nowhere near as comfortable as the 229. Nowhere near. Need another Gatorade. Looks cool when riding a Harley. I mean, yeah, exactly. Who said that? Ian Goodman says, looks cool when riding a Harley. Wouldn't want it showing in church. Yeah, it'd look a little funny hanging out of some fitted khakis, right? But you know what? Carry what you want. As long as you're not waving it around in front of people's faces, right? Carry what you want. If you like how it looks, wear it. You know? I always dug the clip just because it's Ramon Chavez doing what he likes on his knife. Exactly. Ramon Chavez is not, as far as I can tell, he's not trying to pander. Not trying to pander at all. He was like, I like how this looks, and I'm going to put it on my knife. And then he just put it there. That's what it seems like to me. I mean, the whole rest of the knife tells a totally different story. If the whole rest of the knife was really like, you know, what's a good example? If the whole rest of the knife was steel flame, because that's the vibe the clip puts off, then I'd think, okay, this is pandering to a specific audience, right? The rest of the knife is aggressive, but it's pretty straightforward. It's pretty clean. You flip it over, and it's definitely got. That's part of Ramon Chavez's soul. He's like, this is my thing. I made this. This is me, right? I mean, maybe I'm just thinking too much into it, but I kind of respect him for that, and I always have. I just think that's cool. Can I see the Tang stamp on the old Camillus again? Yeah, here, let me see if I can get it. Let me see if I can get it to where you can read it. I mean, I can't autofocus in a live stream. So what it says, I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of blurry. It says Camillus, and then I think New York. Yeah, it's exactly what it says. It says Camillus and then New York. That's it. That's all that's on it. This is some kind of treated. Maybe it's wood. Maybe it's bone. I'm not really sure. I honestly don't know. I mean, this was a knife that my grandpa had for I don't know how long, and then gave it to my dad, and my dad gave it to me. That's the story. I could probably get more information from my dad. I've just always had it. I've always considered it to be a special knife. If you have more information on exactly what that knife is, please message me on Instagram or email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Hey, you know what? I just realized we're at 58 minutes, but you know what, guys? I'm kind of feeling like we're gonna go longer tonight. I'm kind of thinking, F it. Should we go for an hour 30? There's 241 people in here. It's late. Got people from different countries staying up late. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go longer. We'll go till I get tired. How many other people are hydrated? Type 1 if you are in the same boat as me. That's where I'm at right now. Another gay. I kind of figured. Go on. You guys know the reason I do this late is intentionally to, it's not that I don't welcome people of all ages to the channel, but I do this late on a Saturday night intentionally. I expect for adults to be in here a little bit more open, a little bit more uncensored, even though I don't say shit on live streams very often. Or other curse words. But I do. I'm sure I'll get demonetized for saying exactly that, but that's fine. I don't do this specifically for money. Let's see. Do they bug out carbon fiber scales? Carbon fiber scales get flaky? No. No. This is premium carbon fiber. So, I mean, to a newer person, shinier carbon fiber might look a little bit higher quality, but the truth is the duller stuff. At least in terms of reflectivity, is your first indication that it's probably a little higher quality. Of course, form and shape, right? Appearance, things like that. I mean, you're looking for things like voids and stuff, but no, this is very smooth. It doesn't have the fibers hanging off of it, anything like that. If you were to accidentally grind into it or drop it on concrete, maybe you might have some fibers sticking out, but no, this is high quality. At least, however, if you value my expertise, which is barely that, just an opinion of a knife guy, I think it's pretty good. Let's see here. So I personally am not a huge, I tried to make my ultimate bug out. I like the profile and the appearance of the bug out. I do not like how fragile it feels. The bug out is not actually a fragile knife. I think it's plenty capable. The geometry is not super robust, right? I generally prefer a more robust knife. I think that the bug out is an exceptional EDC knife. I've not always been on board with the prices that they want, whether it's the low end or the high end of the bug out. It's just not really my cup of tea in terms of dimensions. I like a fuller knife, right? But that's not going to stop me from giving it a good review. I've always recommended the bug out because it comes down to personal preference. So personally, no, I don't really like the bug out. And I did try. I pushed myself to the limit. I made my ultimate dream bug out. I bought custom hardware. I bought titanium scales. I made it as solid as I could possibly make it. And it was all right. But it just wasn't my cup of tea. If you like thinner knives, lighter weight knives, you're really into that performance slicing geometry, I think the bug out is one of the very best EDC knives in existence. But it's not for me. I actually prefer the Sage 5 lightweight massively to the bug out. It manages to be just as good of a slicer and just as easy to carry without feeling delicate. Anybody who owns both the bug out and the Sage 5 will probably, I don't want to speak for you, but I imagine you guys, you might think the same way. I need to handle the Hogue Deca. I've heard about the Deca. I watched Slicey's comparison between the Deca and the bug out, and I thought I should probably talk about that because that seems like an underrated competitor that's not getting a lot of limelight. So if you've got a Deca, you wouldn't mind lending it to me for review while I've got this guy, because this guy will be given away. Oh, by the way, this bug out will be one of the knives that I give away at 50,000 subscribers. Surprise! Before I do that, if somebody has a Hogue Deca they wouldn't mind letting me review that's in good shape and is original and doesn't have a whole lot of modifications to it, please email me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram. Have I mentioned I have Instagram? Follow me on Instagram at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. Oh, whoops, that's my email. At metal_complex. What is wrong with me? Oh my God. Texas Bulldog 74 says, "Woot! Finally home from work for a live show. Just became a member and a huge thank you for all the info. By the way, I blame you for my use of stimulus money." Everybody is telling me how many wives are upset with me. I'm sorry to all the not just wives. I'm sorry to all the significant others out there. Right? I'm sorry. I know I'm getting blamed for a lot of the spending. I'm sorry about that. You're fortunate there because normally I end in an hour, but I thought whatever, I'm going to go late tonight. So, women carry knives. Yes, please We're gonna. Well, I'm sure a few people have opted, but I'm gonna go with Women Carry Knives, just so I can say her channel name again. That would be excellent. Please, Women Carry Knives. Thank you so much. Look at all these gold helmets in here, man. That's awesome. You deleted your Instagram. Okay. So speaking of social media, Facebook is not my favorite social media platform, but I have considered extending to Facebook. I know there are a lot of my viewers who are on Facebook and not on Instagram, so I'm not sure where I stand on that yet. I may create a Metal Complex Facebook account just for people to interact with me there. I'm just trying to extend in as many areas as I can, so we'll see. Oh no, MC is the reason. That's what I'm leaving right now for Joey fans. I think I read your comments about that here recently. There's a lot of people in here, so I'm gonna plug this again. Shameless plug alert. If you're looking at the comment section and seeing the helmets beside people's names, those are people who have joined the Knights of the Round or the channel membership program. What is that? If you join, which you can join by clicking the join button under the video or opening the description and clicking on the very first link at the top of the description, $2 a month, you gain access to the badging system, which will put a badge beside your name, and it'll change colors depending on how long you've been a member. You'll also gain access to the exclusive Excalibur emojis, which my Knights will probably show off in chat right now. This extends not just to live streams, but to any video that I put out. I will always know when a Knight is commenting, and you have those emojis and the color of your badge and the badge, right? Everybody can see that. I can see that. Everybody else can see it. It lets people know you're a Knight. So if you want to do that, that's available in the description at the very top. Glad you guys are enjoying the twin blades of Azzinoth. That is one of the coolest looking emojis. It's just epic. And the detail showed up super well. It took so long to turn that into a PNG. I did that manually. I turned that into a PNG manually, pixel by pixel. That took forever. I'm glad you guys like that. People who are professionals that are like, oh my God, amateur, you don't have to do it that way. Well, that's how I did it. How do I join Patreon? There's a link for Patreon down in the description as well. If you want to join Patreon, just open up the description and scroll down. It's just a little bit. It says, support me on Patreon or something like that. And you can click on it and it'll go there. There's a bunch of different tiers. Actually, my lowest tier is $1 a month. So if you want to join, that's great. Chug 3, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, all hail. Chug 3, Razor Swords. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Joining late. So is the Chavez your new knife? Yes, it is. The Chavez 229 Redemption, right? So funny. People call this the Redemption. They call it the 229. They call it the Ultramar. They call it the 229 Ultramar. They call it the 229 Redemption. I'm not really sure what the best way, exactly what to call it. Jay Persico, thank you. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, Razor Swords, all hail. Jay Persico. After a month, helmet turns green. After 3 months, helmet turns purple. After 6 months, it turns red. After 1 year, it turns gold. Shout out to my gold Knights who've been here for a year. After 2 years, nobody's been there yet. You gain the prismatic helmet, which is viewable in the badging section when you go to check out. The prismatic helmet is kind of a bluish purple white. It glows, and the glow will show. But 2-year Knights will gain that badge. And at that point, I imagine YouTube will let me make a 3-year helmet. So I'll do something weird for that as well. I feel like I have too much blade play and screws backing out with brass titanium. That's not good. I mean, if I had it in hand, I'd be able to tell you what was going on. Usually blade play is a combination of tightness between pivot and handle screws. I have a video about blade centering, but I think that it might help you a little bit with blade play as well. Sometimes I've found that tightening the screws too much will actually create unnecessary blade play, even when you have the pivot tightened all the way down. So I think it's the tension between all of the screws that might create that. So you might experiment with that a little bit. I'm not saying that'll solve the problem, but I have fixed that issue on some knives with some different materials by messing with that stuff. Blade center is good. Okay. Yeah, you might kind of mess around with the tension between the screws, and you might actually have a problem. You might not be able to fix it, in which case you might have to send the products back. I'm not really sure. You might reconsider left thumb disengagement of the compression lock. I've been trying exactly that with the Para 3 lightweight. Doesn't work as easily. Interesting. So many thumb stud knives on the table. Yeah, there are. I didn't even realize that. Usually I have a crap load of flippers out here because that's all we see. I've felt like for the last 2 years that we are on the cusp of a brand new enlightening means of deployment. Oh my God, I don't know what it would be, but I would very much like to see somebody come out with a brand new thing, like a means to, like, I want to deploy my knife telekinetically or with one of my toes, right? That's stupid. I'm kidding. But I would like to see some type of weird innovation. I like these. I like the maker that Nick Chavez showed off in my discussion with him about magnets. Ooh, I like the idea of magnets. Can you negative? You have the negative interaction, and it creates that force. And if they could get it at the right angle, can you imagine that? Some type of magnetic, like negative magnetic interaction that allows the blade to deploy. Ooh, neato. Ooh, that's just me fantasizing about weird stuff. That'd be cool. Winter Blade Co. Yeah, cool stuff. I want to see somebody create, like, this is just me, like, this is some idiot spitballing. I'd like to see a knife that is an OTF and a... Oh, no. Actually, you know what? Let me take the time to talk about this. Let me take some time. This is what I really want to see. You guys know how I'm gonna do an automotive industry analogy here. You remember the first time that we saw the concept for the Dodge Challenger? Do you guys remember that? Whether you love it or you hate it, do you remember going, holy shit, that is awesome? They're bringing back old school muscle, and they're applying this modern look to it. Oh my God. You remember that concept image? The orange Challenger? Oh my God. So cool. There's a market for that, right? Nostalgia. Hang 'em High 13. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, raise your swords. All hail. Hang 'em High 13. Where am I going with this? One of my favorite... I've got a big... I'm going to do this thing where I talk a lot and build this up. I've got this weird thing about sound and clickiness, and I think a lot of you guys do too, right? I mean, case in point, the 80-15, I'm sorry, the 80-20. Listen to that. That's just awesome. It's cool. We have a new member of the Knights of the Round, and I'm not going to say his name out loud, but I do commend you, good sir, for having that name. Welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights, raise your sword for this wonderful gentleman. Oh my God. Oh my God. All hail, raise your swords. Okay. Anyways. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. So anyways, what I want to see, I want something, an old school element that's totally unnecessary, but it's really cool. I like sound. A long time ago, I bought a switchblade, an automatic knife, an old Italian style switchblade that had a swing guard to it, and I will never forget the amazing what do they call it? The percussion, all the different clicks and snaps of that swing guard smashing into place and creating the guard. It's not necessary, and actually it creates kind of an encumbrance during use, but it sounds amazing. I know that there are custom makers making modern swing guards, but something I would just die for is a modern swing guard, a production swing guard. I honestly think I don't know what Riot's laws are getting into the automatic realm or some of these overseas companies, right? I want to see it. I want to see a modern swing guard. I want to see ProTech. That's the idea that I had in my head. ProTech. I want to see ProTech do a swing guard. I want them to do a swing guard godson or godfather. Anybody who's ever looked at the ProTech godson or godfather, obviously you understand, right? You look at that, you know what the motivation was behind that, right? That's a modern take on an Italian switchblade. That is the perfect profile for a swing guard. That would be the most epic, oh my God. ProTech, please. I'm actually going to message them on Instagram and say, I know that this is a ridiculous request, but could you please do that? I would just die. A manual swing guard would be cool too. I've seen Case do that in a couple of little things, but just for the sound, that's what I'd want. I've been just talking and ignoring the chat. I'm sorry. It's just going, me. What do I think? Sorry. An auto rotten, that'd be super cool. The Case Cheetah, that's what it is. That's the one I saw on the Smoky Mountain Knife Works magazine that I have a stack of Smoky Mountain Knife Works magazines on the back of the toilet. I'm sure many of you do too. But yeah, that's what I was reading the other day in a moment of silent reflection. Did I lube the 80-20? No, I haven't done anything to it. That's the pure and unaltered action. How do I get this damn BK14 sharp help? I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Thank you very much for that donation. That's the hardest I've ever laughed on a live stream. What is wrong with me? I'm such a child. Oh my God. Magazines. I have a phone, MC. I know, but magazines are fun. I still have Bud K magazines sent to my P.O. box just for fun. Come on. I know there's people in here who still flip through Bud K, even though you're not interested in any GD thing in there. Come on. It's okay to acknowledge your inner child. You want to throw a bucket of anno on this table? I'm not a big anno titanium guy. However, I will drop a hint on my custom. My custom is very much not monochromatic. The custom that's coming, however long it'll take, it is very colorful. Chisler, thanks for that donation. I appreciate that very much. Never for Bud Casey, mans. Come on, that stuff's fun to look at. Oh, hey, I bought a sword. Hang on. I bought a sword. And I can't. Here it is. It's the Cold Steel hand and a half sword. Oh, it's coming soon. You guys will get a video on that. Why'd I buy it? I don't know, honestly. I just felt like I needed a sword. You guys will probably get a video of me chopping stuff on that stump in the backyard. But, K, I mean, where else am I going to get my Dragon Fantasy Knife fix? Yeah, I mean, come on. Every now and then you got to get your Dragon Fantasy Knife fix, right? Therapeutic Kids, thanks for that donation. I love America where you can say, oh, I bought a sword. I feel like everybody in here who's into knives, like there's a small part of you who just wants a sword. And I think that's why I bought it. It's like, do I really think that I'm so evolved that I can't still love a sword? Here's the cool thing. That thing can be used. Like, it's not a joke. Like, Cold Steel made a freaking battle rate. Those are about $270. You can use my Amazon link down below to just get into Amazon if you want. Just type in cold steel hand and a half sword. That's what it is. $270 comes with the scabbard and everything. 1060 steel. Can't remember. Glock shooter 24. How many grass rugs are gonna die from that sword? I mean, maybe I should buy some grass rugs. It's just a lesson. I don't know. Maybe a lot. Thanks for the donation. That'd be cool. Can you imagine an automatic sword with a swing guard? God dang, that's some freaking Devil May Cry stuff right there. Some Final Fantasy stuff right there. Swords are awesome. Yeah. We should popularize open carry swords. Here in Canada, we can't carry a 3-inch OTF, but you can open carry a sword. Oh my God, I heard that. I've heard that so many times. Why? I mean, I'm sure it's over concern for concealed weapons. They're more concerned. The law is more concerned with visibility. But still, I mean, come on. Which item is going to do more damage, whether you can see it or not? You know, if that's the case, which it's not. How many times have you read about people do? Never mind. I don't want to get into that. I want a cuckoo for my next fixed blade. I've heard that those can be handy in some situations. Were you and Slicey doing your sword? So Slicey was like, in our group chat, he was like, dude, I was supposed to buy you a sword and you were supposed to buy me a sword. And I kind of just ignored that and just went on Amazon and was like, that looks cool. It looks like the sword in my logo. And then I just bought it. So pressure's on Slicey right now. I want all 217 of you to go to his Instagram and go to his YouTube channel and flood his... This is so bad. I should not be abusing this power this way. Go, knights. Take heed. Make haste. Charge. I want sword comments flooded on his Instagram and YouTube. Get Slicey to buy a sword so that we can do our video, or at least individual videos. I want him to own a sword. I'm going to regret this. He's going to message me and go, dude, why? Why did you tell people to do? Oh my gosh. Yeah, seriously, go do that. That'll be funny. DMs, comments on Instagram, comments on his YouTube videos. Hashtag sword for Slicey. Just send him pictures of random swords. So bad. He's going to be so mad. I'm sorry, Slicey Dicey. I'm sorry for doing this, but it just seems appropriate. You know what's funny? He'll probably be like, dude, I was already planning on buying one. Why did you tell people why'd you tell people? Don't, but seriously, like it's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be a joke. So don't be mean about it. If you don't know, Slicey Dicey and I are very good friends, and I respect him, and he's obviously a super important member of the knife community. So seriously, I just want to say that this is just for fun. Don't be mean. I like Slicey a lot. I'm sure you guys get it. I just want to be clear. This sounds like the worst charity ever. Oh, this is definitely one of my weirdest live streams. Hey, if you guys, by the way, speaking of weirdness, if you guys are like, what happened to last week's live stream? Where did it go? So YouTube does this stupid thing where if I create a live stream and then it processes, then it uploads, the live stream appears in my YouTube studio and it appears on my channel. But it also makes a duplicate blank gray rectangle that is separate, and it just sits there and it says upcoming. It makes me want to delete it because it's not doing anything. And I don't know if people are like waiting, like, is this going to come or what is this? Right? So I saw that pop up again. By the way, it's a glitch. It's a known bug. I read about it after the fact, but I deleted it and it deleted the gray rectangle and my old live stream. That's why it's not appearing when I talk about the promotion for the the giveaway knife. So that's just stupid. Let's see here. So many of you messaged him. We're going for 6 more minutes here. We'll go for an hour and a half. Longest live stream ever, by the way. I sent my Para 3 to see if there's a problem. I mean, I appreciate you wanting me to check it out. That's flattering. I just have so much stuff coming in and so much that I have to look at. It sounds silly to be like, I don't have time to look at it, but I really don't. It's like every last little thing, every day is so planned out between everything that I do for work and everything I do for the channel, right? Everything is so confined. I don't want to like have something coming in and have to ship it back out. It just adds to the workload, and that sounds really like I'm so busy I can't even do it. But I'm worried that if one person sends something in, that a bunch of people will send something in, then if I keep taking requests, then I'm going to have this massive workload for like repairs. And I appreciate it, but your best bet, if you have an issue with your knife, if there's something wrong with it and you can't figure it out, ask the manufacturer, see if you can send it back. Even if you have to pay for it, it's probably worth getting it exactly right from the factory than having somebody like me do it. So thank you. I'm honestly flattered that you want me to take a look at it, and I appreciate you asking. But I'd have to say no. Thank you though. Is the best MEC collab happening? Yeah, he's got a lot going on right now, and we're just waiting for the right time. But me and Taylor will definitely be doing something together in the future. Both of us had, I think, if I remember correctly, both of us had COVID pretty close together, and it kind of just threw a wrench into everything. While you guys didn't notice a hiccup on the channel in terms of content, it's because of all of the stuff that I banked. I've always got 30 videos. I had to use some of those because there were days that I couldn't record. I'm sure you guys always ask me about my cough. Is your cough better? There were days I couldn't record at all because I was coughing so much that I just couldn't record. So I had to use some of those and catch up on him. I'm sure he had his own stuff going on outside of that. So it got pushed back. So, but I think we'll still do something in the future. Redacted. Everybody's saying hi to Redacted. Is Redacted? Now I feel compelled to check out who Redacted is. Redacted, you're all of a sudden you're of interest. Hello, Redacted. Hello, welcome to the live stream. It does sound cool. It's a cool name, right? Redacted, and it's in brackets. What the heck? What was redacted? I need to know. Let's see. The Evo 2.0 is not mine. No, that was sent to me by a viewer. Oh, man. Let that little spider go. Okay, so we're at the last few minutes of the live stream. This is traditionally the part of the live stream I'll let you guys ask whatever you want, no matter how weird it is. If you have a question for me and it's bizarre, that's fine. Ask it. If I feel uncomfortable answering it, I won't, but I'll probably answer pretty much anything right now, especially considering my current state. JR, thanks for the donation for Slicey's sword. Great stream. Hey, thanks, Mr. H. I'm glad you guys enjoy the weirdness of these live streams. Look at all those pickles from Kyle Roberts. What's up, Kyle? Yeah, you guys can ask me whatever questions you want right now. Can you do the sword down and throat trick? Probably not. This doesn't sound like something that I would be good at. Can I put it that way? What's my favorite traditional knife? It is the I'm gonna have a really cliche answer. It is the GEC 15 and all of the different variants of the Great Eastern Cutlery number 15, the most popular, arguably probably one of the most popular traditional knives of all time. One of the most frustrating to acquire, but yeah, that would be it. Let's see. No, Nick Hillian, no. Actually, just statement on that, Nick Hillian, to your question there. I understand it's in humor. I am, aside from Gatorade, a clean person. Not that I'm going to come down and judge anybody else for their lifestyle, but just so everybody knows, no. Personally, I enjoy the occasional Gatorade, and that is it. Um, I live in Kansas, and as of 30, when I turned 30, I have noticed that I have had increasing issues with allergies, and we have 3 allergy seasons here in Kansas. So while I do appreciate the humor in your question, it's allergies. Thank you, though. Let's see here. What you're hearing in terms of energy and excitement is partially due to my own personality. I'm very energetic, and I consume a lot of caffeine. That's the truth. Simplify Comic Guy recommendations for maker/site for custom mod Victorinox Swiss Army knives. The Tinker, please. God, that's a great question. I wish I could give you a good answer, but I don't know. I think there's a huge community, or at least a fairly large community, behind modifications for Victorinox knives. And I just don't know anything about it. Whenever I see them on Instagram, I'm always super interested, but I just don't know anything. So I'm sorry your donation is not going to any beneficial information there. I appreciate your donation. I just can't give you the answer that you're seeking. I'm sorry. Oh, Nicola, I was joking. Figured it kilos over. I did a whole like addressing the community, like, no, in case anybody's wondering, no, I'm clean. Whoops. I'm sure you got a kick out of that. Yeah, no. I like Mick Ultra. That's about it. Let's see. Where are you from? Tell us your origin story. I'm from a teeny tiny town called Larned, Kansas. I moved to Hayes, Kansas, which is where I am currently. I've been here for, I guess, since 2006. So quite a while. 15 years. And I've always been just a Kansas boy, right? I mean, I'm not like big. I like to fish, and I've been hunting, but I've always been just kind of a Midwestern guy, small town person who likes to wear jeans and t-shirts and be able to walk 5 minutes in any direction and find the country. Not that I'm a country person. I drive a truck, but I also don't think that I fit any particular categorization of person. I like video games. I like comic books. I grew up with Pokemon cards, and I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z. But I also grew up playing sports, which a lot of people, for whatever reason, are like, you're either one or the other. I think there are way more of us that are hybridizations, right, of nerd and jock. I actually hate those terms because it's kind of ridiculous, but whatever. I like a lot of different stuff. So yeah, I liked some stuff that a lot of people might consider kind of nerdy, and I also liked a lot of stuff that a lot of people might consider kind of jockey. That's just what it was. Football, wrestling, track. Those were my main sports through high school. What kind of fishing? I can't tell you. I mean, the kind of fishing where you take a fishing rod and a lure and you throw it into a pond or a lake. The kind of fishing where you can enjoy a Gatorade while you sit there for a really long time and wait for something to bite. That's my favorite kind of fishing. I'm not super into it, but I do enjoy it, like, for basic reasons. Let's see here. Michelob is almost craft brew in Kansas. I believe there's some more craft. There are, actually. We have a great brewery. Gellis here is one of the breweries, and then we have Defiance, and there's some great local stuff here I've enjoyed. So I like very light, basically carbonated truck bed water. Like, that's my go-to, Bud Light and Michelob. But if I'm gonna have something different, it's going to be the heaviest, gnarliest. Like, I like heavy oatmeal chocolate, like aggressively robust. Anything in between. I do not like IPAs, especially like grapefruit. I hate that stuff. I can't do it. In between, I don't like wheat beers. I know that's kind of blasphemy being from Kansas, but is it actually wheat? I don't know. I'm not like a beer guy. I'm not like, oh, I know all this stuff. If it tastes good, I'm gonna partake. If it doesn't taste good, I'm not going to. That's about the gist of it. Boulevard is Kansas. Okay. Thank you for sharing your deep knowledge of folding knives. It's awesome. Keep rolling, rocking. Thank you, Christopher Hayes. I appreciate that. What do you think about the weird Spyderco R2 I sent you? I'm waiting for the video to drop. It's coming soon. It's bizarre, man. Absolutely, but it's cool. It's part of Spyderco's history. All right, it's 1:35. I've gone on long enough, guys. Thank you to everybody. This is the longest I've ever done a live stream and the highest population I've seen for this long. So thank you sincerely. This was a fun one tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. If this was your first live stream, right? I'm sure you're wondering, is it always this weird? Yeah, it pretty much is. My live streams are pretty weird, and I do that intentionally because the people who show up seem to enjoy that kind of stuff. That's why I'm doing them late on Saturday nights. So if you enjoyed this, pop in next week for the same thing because I do these every week. Whether you are new to the live streams or you're a regular participant, I hope you enjoyed. I sincerely hope that you enjoyed. Leave a like if you have not left a like. I think that's going to be pretty much it for tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your Saturday evening and a wonderful rest of your weekend. Bye.